Happy Tuesday. Today we're going to talk about why actors need to be on social media. Today I'm thrilled to be here with the Workshop Guru social media manager, Evin Michaels.
Yes. Hi there.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Of course. Yeah, I'm glad.
Now, since we are continuing our talk about how to have a social media presence or how to have an online presence as an actor, I thought that Evin would be the perfect guest to talk to us about social media because he is sort of an expert at it.
Oh, well, thank you.
Yeah. So the first thing I want to ask you, Evin, is do actors really need to be on social media? Like, some of us find it a little bit annoying, just another thing that we have to do.
Yeah, it can be pretty complicated.
Yeah.
The short answer is yes, you need to be on social media.
Too bad.
Just because it's here and it's not going away, and that's pretty much it. Like, you're considered deficient if you don't have it, because it'd be weird. It's like, why aren't they online? Are they trying to hide something? Like, what's going on?
Yeah, interesting. We don't want people thinking there's some weird ulterior motive.
Like, what's the reason to not have it?
Right. So what's the minimum requirement? For those of us who really don't want to spend a ton of time on this, how can we just break in?
Yeah, the basics are for your website. I think you talked about this last week about linking it just to your IMDb page. For social media, you definitely want to have at least a Facebook page. A profile is fine, but if you're an actor, you do want to have a public page, like a fan page where you click like instead of a friend request. And then on Twitter, having a profile and making sure it's public and not private.
Right. If people have to request approval to follow you, that's an extra step that we don't want to have to put people through.
And then,
go ahead.
If you you can also have an Instagram, but only if you will use it. Like, if you will use it, it's great. But if not, then don't.
Right. Instagram is kind of my favorite.
It's all pictures.
Yeah,
it's easy.
It's great. It's all so content driven. It's fun. Now, why do we need a page instead of just a profile on Facebook?
On Facebook, at least a profile has a friend limit. You can only have up to 5,000 friends, which may seem like a lot of people, but when you actually get down to it, especially here in LA where you meet everyone and you always add people on social media, then it can actually, you can fill up pretty quickly.
Right.
And then secondly, it's for friends. That's the point of it, is a profile is for a friend. So you don't want to have someone as a friend if you don't actually know who they are. Yeah. And so at least a fan page, you kind of, they don't have to get your approval to see what you're posting. And so it's, a little bit still kind of a barrier between your public life and your private life.
Got it. Perfect. So there's been a lot of talk lately about studios and networks casting actors based on their social media followings instead of their talent,
Yeah, luckily it does. Talent does have something to do with it. It still does. However, an increased value is placed on social media following. Like last year in 2015, if you had over 1 million Vine followers, then a network has already contacted you about some sort of TV show.
Wow.
Luckily, or kind of unluckily for them, this year they figured out that some of those people who have 1 million Vine followers can't actually act.
What?
So
crazy.
There are switching a little bit back toward the talent side,
right.
But having a large amount of following and all those followers, it's free publicity for them. So, there's already 1 million people who are engaged with you and who are actually interested in what you have to say.
Right.
So instead of having to pay for an ad or a commercial to get those 1 million followers, to reach those 1 million people, you can do it for free.
That's kind of amazing.
Exactly.
I mean, from a business perspective, it makes sense.
Exactly. And you think about it, if you're in a TV show and you have a social media following, then all of those people who are actually interested in you will probably be interested in the TV show, meaning all 1 million of those people are a much higher engaging, a better value audience than just simply putting a commercial out on a network and hoping that the people who are watching it are actually interested in your kind of show.
Totally. Yeah, it's great. So what should actors like us be sharing on social media?
Definitely want to at least have your contact information, like a website, just so that if someone does find you, they can get in touch with you, on a more professional level. Then you can also share your work. I'm in a show, watch me tonight on this TV show, or I'm in a performance, whatever.
Those posts are actually really popular.
Oh, exactly.
Yeah.
You want to have a nice balance, though. You don't want to be like, this is all you put out. All of these things need to have a nice balance.
So what do you feel like is the balance between work, professional related sharing and personal kind of about me tidbits?
Totally. It would definitely be like a 1090 or 2080 on your professional work.
Okay.
This is my work. Limit it to maybe at the very, very most, a few posts a week, and even that is considered like the top limit of it.
Yeah.
Everything else you want to showcase your personality. So like if you're interested in makeup and you're good at doing makeup, then share that, because people who are going to be following you are probably also going to be interested in that. If you're into comedy and you do have comedy shows, yes, you should share that you're in the shows around town, but you also want to showcase that you're a funny person. So the rest of your content should be showcasing that part of your personality.
Right. That's fun.
Yeah.
I did for a year dance videos on Fridays.
You did,
and it was so much fun.
Exactly, and you had people that were interested in it.
Totally.
Whether or not, like, it was funny, and that's what people liked.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much.
Of course.
We're going to bring you back next week if that's cool.
Okay, yeah, totally.
And we're going to talk about how to connect with industry professionals on social media, because it's a great tool for actor marketing as well.
It can be very, very effective.
Awesome.
So you definitely want to get on
I'm excited about that. Yeah. So if you're watching this and thinking, I want to get started with social media, or I want to improve my social media presence, but you're not exactly sure what to do, we have a gift for you. Because Evin is a social media consultant and he wants to help you out. So how do they get your help?
Yeah, if you go to my website, socialwithanI.com, like Evin with an I, but it's social with an I, then you can get a free 30-minute consultation with me where we go over all your social media pages, all your online presence, even like some of your actor website, like LA Casting, Actors Access, all that stuff. And just make sure that everything is the best that it can be.
Awesome. 30 free minutes.
Yeah.
I would get on that if I were you. In fact, I am going to get on that.
Awesome.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Totally. Yeah.
Now, if you love this content, be sure to share it with your friends and subscribe to our channel by clicking the link on the screen. And we will see you next week to talk about networking with industry pros on social media. Thanks, guys. Bye.
Bye. Yeah.
That was great.
That was awesome.
It was so much fun.
Cool.